Now, if I were Jason, I would be hiding out at Pope Beach. Just waiting for a sunrise to come along. There's kind of a swamp over there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll hold my camera. So here we come to Pope Beach. And apparently people pay to get in here, but I don't know why. Actually, there are beaches I'd pay to get into. Is this one of them? I don't know. Oh, look at the mist, though. That's rather cool. This is the redoubtable Pope Beach. And there's like a forest fire in the distance of a chimney across the lake. So I guess I should do a 360 of Pope Beach. And there was your 360. I gotta admit, Pope Beach is rather cool. Almost makes me wish I were Catholic, but I'm not. And I suspect some of the Native Americans might take issue with the name Pope Beach. But so far they haven't successfully taken issue with it. So in the distance you can see, maybe you can, I don't know if you can see the casinos though. The casinos I can see. And over there is a place called Cave Rock, which is a tunnel that you go through in a car, or a truck, or a bicycle. And I've noticed that I have a horrible tendency to raise my voice and end things in a question. So, here's an example. This one time, I went to Pope Beach, which is the mark of a really intelligent individual, as pointed out in the documentary TV series Family Guy on Fox. So that was Pope Beach, and will I pay to come to Pope Beach if I'm still here next summer? I don't know. How do I feel about paying to go to a beach? That's my seat squeaking, by the way. I mean, it's like, I'm not against the thought of paying for, you know, services like going to a beach or sex or coffee. But I'm not willing to actually shell out dollars for some things. Although I am for some things, so we will see. These trees are beautiful. Wow, I'm going to double back and take a picture of that. So even though I'm not in the sun, I'm really happy I came out to Pope Beach. It turned into a nice mini adventure. I love these trees. They're just 10 degrees of awesome. I don't know if it'll show up on video or film or whatever, but it's showing up here, so you really should wish you were here, even though I'm here. Because even if you didn't unlike me, the trees really celebrate. Beautiful. In a way, it sort of looks like that horrible painter Thomas Kincaid, but since it's real life, it's awesome. I wonder if at some point I'll decide that I like Thomas Kincaid. But you can look him up. And if you're watching this, you're internet savvy, because this will be on the internet. Beautiful evening drive, and it's not even really evening, but it feels like it. I took my sunglasses off and this looks completely different, and of course I'm on the return, so as I'd said earlier about going to Myers in a different direction than I normally take. It's got some skateboarders. Anyway, as I said earlier, when you're going in a different direction than you came, it's amazing how different it looks. That's why the Brady boys, when they went to Hawaii and were going off the beaten path, they left a trail of popcorn. I think it was them. Anyway, the Brady boys from the Brady Bunch had gone off-road, left a trail of popcorn, you know, just to be able to find their way back. And that was smart of them because, oh, a baby chipmunk, I think, or was it a bird? Well, anyway, maybe it'll show better on video than in real life. That's why they invented video. Anyway, I was just talking about, or about to talk about, how the Brady boys were a rather dim-witted lot, so it was fortunate that they were witted enough to leave a trail of popcorn to find their way back. You know, because God doesn't always watch out for creatures like that. Sometimes he has to send Florence Henderson along to keep him in line. And if you need help from Florence Henderson, you're really in dire straits, because she's a really bad actress and an awful singer. I will never forget the time I happened to catch her singing the Eagles' Lion Eyes, and she was really awful. Turned into punch bowl awful. It's like Flo. The Eagles already sang that song. What the hell? So I was just talking about Florence Henderson being an awful singer. But I'm listening to AC/DC's It's a Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll. So they're pretty good singers. I guess not really great singers, but they're awesome. Gourmet Cafe. It's a rather curious sign. are certain things I think of as very Tahoe-esque, and certain things I don't think of as Tahoe-esque. But what I think of as Tahoe-esque has been brought here by white men. That poor dog over there is waiting to get in that house. And he looks so sad and bereft. I should have gone and helped him, but he might have bitten me. Another lonely cabin. Although it might not be any lonelier than I am. It's probably loneliest when there's people in it, because it probably thinks, Jesus Christ, who the hell are all these people and why are they invading me? Get the hell out. So coming up is a restaurant with a big giant mug type thing. And I think of that as Tahoe-esque. It's also very kishy, if that's how you say that word. I don't ever use that word, but I often read it, so I don't know how it's really pronounced. Anyway. And beautiful colors, lots of wonderful foliage. Cantina restaurant, there used to be a really good Mexican restaurant on the North Shore. There I go again, ending things in a question. On the North Shore? Anyway. And I think it was one of a few around the lake. One of 3 7-Elevens in South Lake Tahoe. At South Lake Tahoe. It's not actually in the lake, it's at the lake. Alpina Coffee Cafe. They're not open. To go now. Sounds like burger porn, doesn't it? And there's a thrift store that I keep forgetting to go in. I don't like most thrift stores, but I do like some. There is actually a really good one through Barton Memorial Hospital. I bought a lot of books there. And like 50 cents or a quarter, which is crazy cheap. Ridiculously cheap. Cheaper than Amazon, because even if they were a penny at Amazon, they still charge for shipping and handling. And why would I want to pay to have my books handled? I can handle them myself. Although I do like the idea of reading something that somebody else has already read. And who was that French philosopher who had the idea that of residues where past activities leave residues, and there was even a name for it, but I can't remember who it was or what it was. But he was French and he was a philosopher, and I'll look it up later because it bugs me that I can't remember his name. Whereas once I was hardly able to forget it, try as I might. Onward to Placerville, or State Line. So I'm going into the Rayleigh's parking lot. Rayleigh's is on strike though, so I'm not going into Rayleigh's because I'm union all the way and I would not cross a picket line. Somebody said to me, well, what would you do if they had something you wanted? I said, oh, I'd go without. I mean, you know, you don't have to have everything. That's why they make nothing. Anyway, the Starbucks I go to is in here, so... So this parking lot's a bit more deserted than usual, which is a good sign, and people are honking on the street to show support for the striking workers. They're trying to take away their health benefits. spaceship.